this isn't directed towards the people who the this isn't directed towards the people who like are making jokes about and shit like that. I mean, yeah, that shit's all well and good. I mean, to be honest, it's fucking hilarious. But this is going more towards the people who actually give a shit what iDubbbz does or does not endorse or allow his girlfriend to do. And the question I'm posing to you, if there's any of them even who sees this video, why do you give a shit? In what way does that affect you? Except for having more nudes to look at. And in which case, that seems more like a positive than anything else. I haven't watched iDubbbz in quite some time. And next thing you know, he was just fucking blowing up on Twitter. Apparently it's Simp Wars 2. Even though that doesn't really constitute much of a simp. It's more of like just someone who doesn't really give a shit if there's news of his girlfriend out there. And that's his business, and that's her business. And the fact that someone would be disappointed in someone for that, I mean, seriously, like, if get over yourself. How do you look at all the shit that's going on in the world and then focus on a couple where the girl posts nudes? How is that something that even fucking crosses your mind as an issue? I mean, it's simply fucking stupid. I guess a good way to phrase it would be placing my own moral framework out there. Or framework of when I will or will not start judging someone. My general rule of thumb is that if you're not hurting somebody again without their consent, why do I give a shit? Like, why would I give a shit? I mean, it's none of my business. Like, if you want to fucking see if you can take 10 dicks in the ass, you aren't forcing me to do it. So, I mean, once again, I will reiterate this with utmost certainty. It is none of my fucking business, and it's none of yours either. Though if someone actually does fit 10 dicks in their ass, I would like to talk to that person to find out the logistics of that. But seriously, in what way does this affect anyone but iDubbbz and his girlfriend? And the people who jack off to her nudes. But, and one of the things that caught my attention is someone on Twitter, I don't remember who, pointed out a lot of these people who say this shit are like self-proclaimed edgelords. If you get upset by someone's girlfriend posting nudes, how can you fucking claim to be an edgelord? And maybe I'm doing a no true edgelord fallacy or some shit. But seriously, when I think edgelord, I think someone who is not fucking offended easy. And if it takes two people in a consensual manner, one of them allowing the other to post nudes, to offend you, you're offended incredibly fucking easily. Now, there's other portions of this that I think are fucking interesting. Like, Keemstar uploaded a video, apparently talking to Leafy, and then earlier today, I saw Leafy uploaded a video. It was like 32 seconds. He just called Idebs a cuck, and a fucking. I still think he's a bit pissed off at the content cop, but putting that aside, he just called him a cuck. Then there's a black slide with white text that said YouTube is still shit, which I have to agree with. Copa, more like Copa feel in my nuts. That's a good title for a video. I might do that later. But seriously, it's just it kind of circles into a large point that I want to get to. You see all these fucking people out there, right? These people on the right. It's like, oh, you people on the left with your safe spaces and bullshit like that. And your pronouns and shit like that. And they just like, oh, special snowflake, shit like that. You're so easily offended. But then they get upset and, dare I say, triggered at the most boring, insignificant bullshit. A football player doesn't stand up in a patriotic fervor for the national theme song. Fucking pissed. And another aside, I never got this. Why? What's fucking with football? Like, what in that shit's entertaining? I mean, I haven't fucking seen it. I mean, if I wanted to see sweaty guys slapping each other's asses and playing with each other's balls, I would go on Pornhub. Once again, getting back on topic, burn a piece of fabric. They're fucking pissed. Insult their favorite piece of Bronze Age mythology. They're fucking pissed. In fact, I would argue that the right nowadays is light years more sensitive than the left. And I'm not talking about the MSNBC fake resistance crowd, the blue MAGAs, the vote blue no matter who. I got my own gripes with that I'll go further on. I'm talking about the actual left wing. Because what the left wing in this country really wants, and yeah, there are some of those SJWs on this side too, I'm willing to acknowledge that. But when you get down into the policy, and it's policy that a lot of people agree with, by the way, they literally just want to catch up with the rest of the first world. Have a national healthcare system. Make KFU 16 education. Get out of these fucking foreign misadventures. And actually start fucking investing in our own infrastructure and allowing workers to make enough money to live. I am completely fucking off topic here, but I'm just gonna let myself go, I guess. I was the thing that really got me about this is for like 10 minutes, it seemed like 2016 YouTube was gonna come back. And that would have been interesting. That was definitely a fun time period. The final point I want to make, which is a thing that I don't really see anyone fucking talking about. I haven't watched iDubbbz in a long time, like I said. When the fuck did he get a mustache? I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just like caught me off guard. I guess that's it. Simps who are not really simps versus simpletons.